So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Play action. Now Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. Then he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, it's Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A give to Kamara running right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Javon Hargrave, the D-tackle, getting the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, caught left side, Williams. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. That's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out.
Williams loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Kamara trying the right side. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw there complete to Hamler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 14 yards. First down, Denver.
Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Working with a 2nd and 3. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
We talked about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great record.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Hargrave in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Coming left is Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of leg behind it.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
The Saints take over first down 10.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought one of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
On first down, Wilson. Caught by Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 34. Now Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he will
score. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler, 28 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 14-10.
Broncos 14, Saints 10.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bubba?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on 2nd down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. This will be caught. Judy, the 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for us.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's another Saints.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff. Back now here live in New Orleans. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10, Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Broncos. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. This is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. They go play action now. Wilson toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is in intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They go play action with Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. He completes it to Olave. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
That's good for the Saints.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 37 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and ran. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go backyard, I'll hit you, and it worked really well for them.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game with the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have taken a fourth quarter lead. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by... number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson to throw. Able to find Judy. And some space here. Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they will take a knee here. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. The city always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for New Orleans, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the one-point victory here in the opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no biases. It's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't